Yeah, another thing that florus has told me is he thinks that Scrub's playstyle counters his playstyle, which, you know, I could see that. Florus is a very dribble-focused player, and if we remember back when there was the Marquee Scrub Cuxer trifecta of good 3v, or the best 1v1 players in the world, when they were like clearly the top three, Marquee would always beat Cux, Cux would always beat Scrub, Scrub would always beat Marquee, and Marquee was a very dribble-focused player as well. I'll ask what they want to do. Best 5 maybe? So yeah, maybe Florus needs to start introducing a little bit more defensive play into his game. Maybe some more ground shots into his game wouldn't be a bad idea, because most of the time that Cux is attacking Scrub back in the day, or best of 7, I'll cancel this. Wait a minute. I'll say I don't mind either. It's up to these guys really. But yeah, back when Cux was having a good time against Scrub, he was mostly scoring with shooties, shots. He was mostly shooties. So that's probably what Florus wants to do if he wants to beat Scrub. Other players who do well against Scrub, Fairy Peak and K-Dup. K-Dup's extremely shot focused, not so much dribbles. Fairy Peak very defensive, so that is one thing that Scrub doesn't like dealing with. Alright, okay, BO7 it is. So best of 7 is coming back. We haven't done a best of 7 in ages. It feels like we're doing a throwback here, back to when prize pools were all over the place. So who knows, maybe somebody's going to throw money into the pot to see if they can give extra incentive to Scrub or Florus here. Or, you know, just free money for Scrub if the past record between these two is anything to go by. Florus not expecting to win. He thinks Scrub's playstyle counters his. Can he find a way to, you know, either change his playstyle or just play so well that it doesn't matter if there's a little bit of a stylistic mismatch? Florus does get a shot early on. It's not going to go in though. Was lacking a little bit of speed. Scrub Killa straight away starts off at 0-0 with an attempted drop off the ceiling. He was trying to fall off the ceiling there and, you know, get a counter-attack going. But it is going to be Florus with the counter-attack goal to start things off. This is very careless by Scrub. I'm not used to seeing him do this. Oh, you missed the boost. So that's why. Looks like he was trying to grab the boost, but he got completely boxed in by Florus. Neither of them got it. They both drove straight past it. So that's why he wasn't able to catch Florus on the counter-attack. Not the best shot, but there by Florus. Pretty wide of the target. He's not in an awful situation, though. He's at least managed to force Scrub Killa to the ground. Wave dash on the wall there by Florus to surprise Scrub with his time of arrival. He's got to be careful not to get demoed here, and he does run away. Very smart play by the Englishman. Scrub down low on boost. Can Florus get a good shot? The answer is no. And so far, this series, his power shots have been lacking. Or this game, his power shots have not been there. Scrub Killa has got an opening. Will he get it past Florus? Yes, he will. Just squeezes it past Florus. Long range. See, Scrub did not let go of boost there during his recovery. He wanted to get land back on the ground as far away over to the right of the field as right hand side of the field as possible. Sorry. Before I forget, Benny G123, thanks for the Prime sub. I do appreciate you.
Unfortunately, my last bits for a while. How's it going, Johnny?
It's going good, Dub7.
Florus.
Good to see some Florus fans in the chat once again. What is up, Dub7? What a flick by Florus. Post pinch by Scrub to keep it out. Florus with the reverse 45-degree flick there. He is so good at all kinds of flicks. Perhaps one of the best flickers in the world. I know that a lot of people have been asking for Florus versus AJ. I'm really hoping that in a patch that comes up soon that we might see some improvement to the quality of games you get playing cross-server. For now, it is pretty bad. Florus with another wave dash just to try and close the distance to the ball and surprise Scrub. But the Scrub has got him to jump way away from the ball here. Florus with the misplay. And unforced error does creep into Florus's play here because he's trying to avoid the demo, but he goes way too high. Scrub Killa's got an open net shot, which he won't miss. Oh wow, so Turbo RL either predicting his sanity in the future or currently telling us exactly how sane he is. Florus continuing to struggle with his shots. He's not yet drilled a top corner boomer towards Scrub's net. And that is a bit of a problem because Scrub Killa is a player who loves defending against dribbles. He doesn't like defending against shots so much. Recently, at least. he used to prefer defending against shots, but then players started getting really, really good at shots, and passive defending, where you're just sitting back and giving players loads of space to use, isn't really as viable anymore, because you have to pre-jump just to catch the ball as it reaches your top corner. That's never a situation you really want to put yourself in 1v1. Scrub Killa looking for a high air dribble, doesn't get the dunk at the end because florus has a great chip into his own crossbar. Florus is going to get a tie game. Good job on the counter, just fast enough to get there before Scrub catches up and demos him. But with Florus's, this is the difficult thing for him. He told me before the game started that he thinks that Scrub's playstyle counters his, and I'll need to ask him later on what exactly it is that he thinks Scrub does, which really shuts him down. But I expect it to just be that Scrub is very, very good at defending those dribble type plays. Stall from Florus there just to make sure that he doesn't overturn his landing and miss the power shot at the same time. Scrub Killa has been going off the wall quite a lot. This is very, very interesting to see him doing this early in the game. Good save though once again by Florus. The Scrub is so fast to recover, and he's just going to slot it in the bottom corner before Florus can recover it a second time. It wasn't a bad save by Florus. He did well to block the shot and the follow-up dunk attempt. Hey, thanks for the year of subbing, Float1001. I do appreciate that. Congrats on your promotion to champion. As we see Scrub trying to spot Florus by using the camera look down feature with his left analog stick. Florus has used all of his boost just to get a bump, which wasn't really that effective. He's in a lot of trouble now. Doesn't react to Scrub's near post pass to himself. I've got to question all of that boost usage from Florus. Did he really think, even on this patch where demos have been so prevalent, did he really think that he was going to get a demo there? I'm not sure if he did. Good shot though from the center of the field. That's important for Florus. It's just a normal kickoff goal, but if he had missed this power shot as well, because he's missed a couple of his power shots, air rolling a little bit too soon before dodging into the ball, so he doesn't hit it with the front end of his car, or not quite hitting it with the right angle. If he'd missed that kickoff goal, that would have been really bad. Slightly miscuing his initial jump out to the side there for Florus. It did throw off his follow-up, and now he's in a real world of trouble. Scrub Killa can backboard this, and he will, and he's going to go for the rebound, which he's going to hit. Scrub Killa is just playing free play with Florus in goal. Great setup. There's so many options, of course, for Scrub. He could have shot that ball arcing high at the net, just tipping underneath the crossbar, gone for a fake air dribble or something. Could have just shot it on the volley. Could have, taken a really light touch and gone for a half volley. There's honestly so many options, and that's before we even start to talk about dribbling. Florus with the delayed flick straight at Scrub, though. He's got a bump onto Scrub, and he might be able to get a turn in goal, but no, he's accidentally understeered. Needed to turn on the spot, pretty much. And with that opportunity getting missed, he's put himself in a position where he really needs to score with this attack if he's going to have any chance in this game at all. He's got the outplay in the midfield. What a dribble by Florus! Repeated recoveries and backflip flicks on the ball. Just getting it over the top of Scrub and bumping him afterwards. No boost when he gets it into the goal. He really needed that. If he had not scored with that attack, I'm sure the game would have been over. But he's given himself a chance if he can get a solid kickoff to at least bring it into overtime. Scrub Killa does have the possession though, after all is said and done. And he's going to slow play this. This is so smart. Scrub Killa doesn't want to take any chances. He wants the ball to be in a position that he can control until the game is over. And he has not given possession to Florus for this entire 20-second segment. GG. Scrub Killa does the keep away, and he's going to go 1-0 up in this best of 7. And it is a best of 7 for anybody wondering. Florus just seeing if he can do better than he ever has done against Scrub. He's never done well against Scrub. I think his best score in a series was losing 3-1 in a best of 5. And of course there was the famous F11 Oris that we have to briefly remember. Not that I want you guys to, make fun of Florus for that. Not at all. Certainly not the most famous meme that he's known for. Interesting that Scrub has decided to make a fast play on that ball with Florus already indicating that he was going all the way back to the corner to collect boost. Scrub's possession has been really quite good. He's identified, I think, that he is a stronger player in the air, and that's something I would agree with if it is what he believes. Scrub Killa very, very consistent in the air in 1v1. Rarely, very, very rarely misses the ball or mishits the ball. Whereas Florus, that's one of the areas where he has been a little bit more questionable in the past, in my opinion. His ground game is up there with the best in the world, but can he match Scrub Killa's consistency in the air and off the wall, off the ceiling as well, as we're seeing Scrub start to really mix in quite a lot of ceiling plays. Even if it is just to play keep away, he's making Florus struggle to get the ball out of his own half. Now finally Florus with a good save to the side of the field. Can he score fast enough though? It doesn't look like he can. He's faded away from the 50-50 well, just to make sure that the ball is going to stay in his control, and he's tried to do a really, really harsh cut-in field. This is extremely end-to-end stuff. Over a minute gone, no goals yet scored. Scrub Killa fake challenge, but extremely, extremely late. And he's done the same thing again, but this time Florus is going to flick it over him. It was actually Florus who did the same thing twice. He just pops the ball in front of himself and then volleys it with the side flip, which is a really, really smart way of outplaying your opponent in the midfield, because of course if you side flip to pop the ball, then your car is going to move out of the line of attack as well as moving the ball away from your opponent. Florus doesn't quite stick the landing there. He's lost a lot of his momentum. Scrub Killa's taken a wide line to collect boosts, so it will go unpunished. Florus has to play such a consistent style if he wants to beat Scrub, and with volleys like this, you gotta wonder if Florus is ever going to be confident sitting back and playing defensively. That is a phenomenal shot by Scrub. Oh, Florus did trip on the goalpost on the way in. I needed to see that again to see how close Florus was to saving it. Why he was so far away, and it was the goalpost trip. Huge misplay by him. Scrub again going for a volley. Making a lot of fast plays here is Scrub, and Florus with another save. This time he's had to go off his own crossbar. And he's beaten Scrub to the punch in the midfield, but not on target. And I've got a feeling that if Florus did put that on target, that Scrub would have had the interception. So it's smart that he didn't. Florus with a great bump. Scrub Killa drops the wow. He can't believe what just happened. He does get back in time to save what was a difficult piece of control for Florus to execute. Florus is backing off very consistently here. He's scared to challenge Scrub when Scrub is at the edge of the box. Oh my goodness, Florus just pit maneuvered Scrub. Accidental or not, this is certainly an outplay to some degree. Florus manages to catch Scrub as he is being a little bit cheeky there, cutting across the line of fire. Before I forget, Moose Sky 2, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub, I do appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. And another misplay by Scrub is going to open the gates for Florus yet again. Scrub being a little bit careless here, overextending, not for the first time. I believe that Florus' decal is just the regular skulls. It's not even a decal from a crate. It's just one of the common decals. This time Florus does turn in the midfield. That's a good mix-up. Scrub was fully expecting Florus to back off there, and he's stuck the aerial as well. This is exactly what we need to see from Florus if he is going to match Scrub. In terms of consistency, he needs to hit those power shots every time. That's the sort of thing that we always see players like Scrub and K-Dot always hitting. Whenever they've got an open net power shot from distance, they just drill it straight into the net. Scrub this time does miss though, as the pressure from Florus approaching may have been a little bit too much. He's got the bump though. Florus is a little bit of karma there biting him in the bum, because he's been playing quite a bumpy game as well. I'm not sure if Florus' second jump there was a good one. It did take him quite far away from the ball instead of taking him closer to it. But I'm doing good this evening. Cabell Man, thanks for asking. Oh, Scrub goes for the interception. He knew Florus was going to try and take the ball across his own goal, but he didn't move into position fast enough. Whoa, this is a weird one. We need to take another look at this. What just happened during this interaction? Whoa, okay. Florus just got robbed. Florus just got absolutely robbed. That should have been a bump. No question about it in my mind. He slammed into Scrub Killa's car, side on, and Scrub Killa just kept driving. It's not, not Scrub Killa's fault by any means. A little bit of spaghetti code, in my opinion. A very careless ceiling shot by Scrub, one that was never going to go in unless Florus literally moved out the way. So I've got to question why he's going for this. Maybe he just feels bad scoring that pretty lucky goal after the non-bump from Florus. But Florus gets his 2-goal lead back. He's got to continue to play the ball very, very close to his car, because everything that Scrub is doing in attack is pressure oriented. He is not giving Florus much space whenever, even if Florus is deep into his own half, but Florus is doing a decent job of at least keeping the ball out of danger. He's not committing forward unless he doesn't have 100 boost to make a quick recovery with. Again, another quite lacking shot by Florus. Honestly, if I was to make a quick on the point, or on the spot, analysis of why Florus's power shots... Oh, he just got a flip reset on that ball. Tried to use it to volley it in. Should get punished, but no, Scrub has missed an open net. Hold that thought that I was talking about previously, because that is a huge misplay by Scrub. One that we rarely see from him, and he's going to be punished for it with a game loss. He could have brought himself within 1 goal there if he had just hit the open net, something he's usually so consistent with. But what was I talking about? Oh no, I've forgotten. Help. Team. What was I talking about before I lost my train of thought with the flip reset? What was I talking about? I'm so annoyed at myself. I'm usually good at remembering the tangent, or remembering what I was talking about before I go off on tangents. You know what I mean? So it really irritates me when I lose, when I forget it. It really irritates me. What went wrong for Envy? I think lack of practice, overconfidence, lack of respect for their opponents. All those things go hand in hand in hand. Hey, no worries, King Spectre. Welcome to the stream, man. I'm trying to remember what I was talking about. This is so annoying. It's taking up my entire brain right now. All I can think about is, what was I talking about? Oh no, somebody go watch the VOD and tell me. That's gonna murder me. Nobody listens to you? Yeah, clearly. Nobody listens to me. About noses? Yes, that'll be what it was. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Really annoyed. I'll have to go. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was before the flip reset, because this is the annoying thing. Oh, what a save by Florus! Scrub's gonna get the rebound anyway, but somehow Florus managed to keep this out of his own net. Pretty ridiculous situation. Holy! It's gone off both posts. Empty nets. How they are weak. Lacking. What is lacking in Florus' play? Yes! No codec, that is the one. I think the problem with Florus is his shots is that he's front flipping and diagonal front flipping into too many shots. Sometimes I think a really, really wide run up into a side flip shot can give a much, much more consistently powerful hit compared to a front flip shot. Front flip shots are great, I think, if the ball is, coming across you rather than running away from you. If it's about to bounce, but it's kind of, moving away from you as it does so, then front flip shots aren't always that great. Look at this from Flores, trying to hover on the spot to save this rebound by Scrub. Scrub does get it in. Above him. BTEG801, thanks for the 100 bits. Keep up the fantastic content. Are you shocked at Greasy Diva's inability to work together as you are? Not so much. I mean, they've never shown incredible consistency before. Like, in the off-season, they were okay, but they weren't great. So, when they didn't really play that well in RLCS, it's not that surprising. Flores shows us once again just how deadly his reverse 45-degree flicks can be. But yes, Flores' shots. I think he's missing power shots because sometimes he dodges too early, and he's going for a lot of front flip shots from the ground. Easy flip over Scrub this time, though, for Flores to tie the game. Scrub Killa is starting to do things that we're not really used to seeing him do. This is a extremely strange challenge for Scrub to be doing. He's not goal side. He's not, let go of his boost the entire time there, so it's very, very obvious when he's going to be arriving. So he didn't mix up his speed. He didn't come from goal side. He didn't fake a challenge. He didn't swerve. He just drove straight at the ball, and Flores says, well, I can see you coming, mate. I'm just going to flip it over you. Really unusual to see Scrub go for such a basic challenge in a position that he's usually quite comfortable. He usually loves this position where he's the defender and his opponent's dribbling at him from behind. What went wrong with F3? Lack of practice, I think. Lack of practice. It's a decent shot by Scrub, but florus should definitely be saving this. He's extremely close, and he's given himself not much reaction time there. Maybe I would like to see florus backing off a tiny bit more in that situation. If he's going to shadow all the way and play reactively, gotta give yourself enough time to react. Oh, that's a great volley by Scrub. This is a tough one to keep out. Florus is getting punished for some weak kickoffs. He's backed off all the way, giving Scrub all the space in the world. He's going to be kicking himself for that dodge into the corner, because he really didn't pick up significant boost by doing that. All he did is give Scrub a ton of space to utilize, and now Florus with another misplay on face-off. He's not lining up these paths for himself very well. This is never a good decision for Florus. He's right behind Scrub, and he still tries to front flip past Scrub, who's inevitably going to front flip for that boost. So another clear misplay for Florus. He might be playing a little bit too risky here. Unnecessarily risky with how much time is left on the clock, in my opinion. Holy cow, the speed that Florus is able to get on these flicks. Booming the bar from 2 yards out. Does Mark have the dedication to continue to play competitively? I have absolutely no idea. You want G2 to win, but they're not doing well in playoffs? We'll have to wait and see. I don't expect them to get top 4 at LAN. I could see them getting top 6. Top 4 is going to be tough, though, for G2. Oh dear, Florus is just going to have to sweep this game under the rug. This is a disaster. He's making so many unforced errors, giving Scrub all the space to do whatever he wants. And this is the sort of shot I was talking about earlier. Scrub just doesn't miss these. Long range, doesn't matter. He's still going to put it in the net from across the field. Best of 7 it is, guys. Anybody just tuning in? Just at 1-1 at the moment. Florus, of course, if the time remaining has got, in theory, plenty time to get back into this, but with the way this game has been going, you really do worry. I mean, Scrub is confident enough to do stuff like this.
Johnny's vocabulary, or he's beamed it.
Yep.
What a piece of control. Or get ruined, mate. Get absolutely scammed. Oh my word. How does he do it? Holy cow. No way.
It's pretty accurate. Pretty accurate. Just like this angle shot by Scrub. Thanks, Squizzle97 for the $5. I do appreciate that. Is text-to-speech on? How much? Yeah, text-to-speech is on for all donations and for 250 bits or more. 250 bits or more and all donations get text-to-speech. That's because donations has a £3 minimum. And yeah, all resub things as well. That's how you get the text-to-speech. 8-2. Very one-sided. Of course, not quite as bad as 11-0, but it's hard to do worse than losing 11-0 from Florus's perspective. Really, what he did wrong this game was mostly related to greeting for boost too much. Scrub's been brutal, though, with his accuracy. This is another great flick from close range. Power slides cut into the ball. Nothing fancy, just a good old diagonal front flip flick. Still so important to be able to do those in the current Rocket League 1v1 metagame. The rapidly evolving meta of all kinds of flicks. The good old diagonal front flip flick is still a beauty if you can do it well. Scrub on the volley though. Look at this. This is just beautiful. Who needs to let the ball bounce when you can side flip shoot like this? That is a peach from Scrub. 95 kph from the side of from the edge of the box even. You see why it is so important in 1v1 to be able to hit the ball on the volley. And notice Scrub didn't front flip at all into that. It was all side flip, because he wants to make sure that the edge of his car's hitbox does get to connect with the ball and roll through the ball, so that he's going to get the maximum power. Just like in real sports, you want to get your weight behind the point of impact. Scrub Killa shuts down Florus' 360 dribble attempt, and it's 11-2 with a minute left on the clock. Scrub Killa not interested in Florus' showboating. No, it's not 11 anymore. I see what you did there. Yeah, F10 2. That does work. Because 2 and actually no, it would need to be 5. It's not a 2. The S is 5, isn't it? Scrub Killa almost getting another one. Of course, Florus has given up on this game. He's just now playing out the clock. Maybe working on his mechanics a little bit, trying to think about what he could do better in the next one. He's just got to not greed so much for boost, because he's giving up a lot of pressure and giving Scrub time to just, get boost in the back corner, position wherever he wants. It's just going to bounce in. Scrub Killa nearly puts it in from that ceiling shot. Florus still trying to master his 360 dribble. Scrub Killa with a mind game in the midfield. It should be another goal, and it will be another goal. 10 goal deficit, 12-2. And this was just a defensive mess for Florus, giving Scrub way too much space. Florus just wants the next game, but Scrub Killa's not interested. He wants to keep bullying him. He wants to try and win the whole series right here by crushing Florus's confidence. F10 rough 5 was already a thing, was it? Well, how about 13-2? Can you make that? Nah, you can't really get 13-2 into Florus's name. You can't really do that. Double Brazil, not quite, but with... I knew that game was probably over as soon as Scrub got his 7th goal to go up by 5. You could just tell by the way Florus is playing that he was already thinking about the next game. Even though there was over half the game to go, he just never really looked all there. And he needs to go back to his game 1 and 2 playstyle defensively at least. Not give Scrub so much space. Try to pressure Scrub a little bit more, because if you give Scrub space, he is a really good dribbler himself. He's so good at shooting a variety of shots. He loves, mixing up his half volleys, his full volleys, his mind games. That's a little bit better by Florus. No hesitation. He's going for a complete block style challenge there, was Florus. He was just getting his car to look as big as possible, turning the large side of the hitbox towards the ball so that he would give himself the biggest possible chance of getting a block. That's good speed flipping by Florus there to get to the ball and then also get to the corner boost. Double jump. Strange choice though for that shot in the midfield. Doesn't work out. Thanks for the bits, guys. Danny, Fanny Pack, and Cosmic RL. I do appreciate it. Florus, you could tell he's just not confident in this matchup with how passive he plays as soon as he gets the lead. This is not what we're used to seeing from him. Scrub with another mind game and a volley off the wall. It's going to potentially bounce in. Oh my goodness, so close. Good demo by Florus. And he's slow played as well. Scrub with a point blank range fake challenge. I think this is a little bit risky if Scrub keeps doing this. Florus 11 boost, but Scrub doesn't know just how bad Florus' boost situation was there, so he did back off from a volley. He might in fact have been able to reach before Florus. Florus once again in a world of trouble. This isn't exactly where he doesn't want to be, but Scrub Killa has volleyed the crossbar. His first real awful shot in a while. He's missed the demo as well. He's got so much boost though that he still has possession. Half volley this time. Good save by Florus, but he's got some more defending to do. Volley from Scrub this time. Florus with another save. He's looking for any boost that he can grab. He's got a couple of charity pads, but here comes Scrub off the wall. He's mixing up really well. Florus again blocks him out. Great defense by Florus. And he's got the demo in Scrub. That's going to be an immediate goal. Scrub Killa had no chance. He wanted the boost at the side of the field, but Florus gets the assassination. Great defense though by Florus. Scrub Killa was doing exactly what we're used to seeing him do. Just starving boost, shooting as fast as possible and recycling as fast as possible to get more shots. That's a good 50-50 by Scrub. Is he going to get the rebound? No boost though.
I am sick of this joke, and it was never even a joke. I don't know it. Flick, 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 flick.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess you said so yourself. It wasn't a joke. Thanks for the 377 though, Kurt G. Abel.
Flick, flick, flat.
Appreciate it.
Thick.
Florus is looking like a completely changed man though. What has happened between the last game and this one to this man's defense? He is just impenetrable. He is never giving Scrub easy shots like he was last game. And he's saving absolutely everything. Granted, I think Scrub's shots have been a little bit worse. Oh, is Scrub finally going to score? Yes, he is. Look how fast he is on the turn. Florus thinks that he's given Scrub no opportunity here, but he's off the wall and clipped the ball into the midfield past his opponent before Florus has any chance to do anything about it. It's the difficult thing about playing against Scrub is you think that you're boxing out all angles, then he just recovers so quickly. Misses the boost steal this time though, and that's going to allow Florus to move in, and Scrub's again early challenged and missed. Scrub is getting a little bit predictable in defense. Florus saw the hesitation there. He saw Scrub pick up the boost and then turn, and he knew that he was winning the race to the ball. Went up for it with the fast aerial. 2 goals in the lead yet again, and Florus doesn't back off from this ball. I like that. Guided Scrub into the corner, but here comes Scrub from up high, and he's ceiling shotted it in. He still had his flip. Great setup. Just lets himself fall off the ceiling. Florus might not even have known that Scrub had his dodge there, as he was positioned in front of the goal line. Gulsey, welcome back for the 4th month in a row. Appreciate it.
Scrub stayed for nose.
Sub for Scrub, stayed for nose. Well, I'll take it. Still 1 goal in this. Florus has led the entire game since his first goal. Oh, and another awful challenge in the midfield by Scrub. Florus is going to turtle this one in. What is going on with Scrub's midfield defense? This is, I don't know how many times he's just autopiloted forward, missed the ball, or been late to a challenge. It's so strange to see him with the positioning so aggressively so early into the game. There's ages left. Scrub doesn't need to be taking risks like that with over a minute and a half to go, as it was. Florus doesn't get the power shot that he needed, but Scrub missed the boost. He must have missed it. Oh, there's the boost miss at the midfield. Would have been a routine save for Scrub, but he didn't have the boost. He nearly got there as well with the early dodge. He was trying to dodge early and then air roll back to hold the nose of his car up in the air to clip the ball, but it just wasn't there in time. Oh, good save by Scrub, but Florus has missed the boost this time. Scrub Killa might not have realized that Florus has no boost, but he shot it from distance anyway. Did Scrub spot the boost miss? He didn't check. It looks like he was just going for the shot anyway. Although, had Florus been full of boost, he would have saved it. This is ridiculous. Both players missing 1 boost each and conceding because of it. And then got another shot by Scrub. This time, his shots are not finding their target, just like earlier in this game. Florus reading the half flip there. Already moving into position. Can he hold on to the game? Scrub is making it so difficult, and he's closed the gap to 1 yet again. Just look how aggressively Scrub is posturing. Even on the wall, he's tracking every move that Florus makes. Florus needed to try to pop that ball somewhere away from Scrub, or else he was inevitably going to get dunked on. Can he defend against Scrub's kickoff? Inside of the post to the rescue. Another bump by Florus. His pit maneuvers are on point this series. But it is not over yet. Scrub Killa with a fast turn. Look at how quickly he recycles the possession and gets the shot. Florus has had the lead for about 4 minutes, but he let his guard down for a couple of seconds, and Scrub has tied it. 3 goal swing. Scrub Killa getting all of the last 3 goals. But it is Florus who's going to get the possession here. Misses his dodge there. Look at the shot from Florus this time. He nails the side flip shot. This is exactly what he needs to do. Wide run up, and then he gets a little bit of side onto that flip. He didn't just completely front flip through it. And I really think that is what he needs to be doing to get his power in, or get enough power in his shots. The power that's been lacking earlier in the series. Good pre-jump save by Scrub to keep himself alive here, but is it too little, too late? Florus has the boost advantage here. Scrub Killa might have the mind game. No, Florus, 1 more touch. Grounds it. And we have turned a best of 7 into a best of 3, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be 2 games all. Good to see Florus not getting rattled by that crushing defeat that he had. in the previous game. Florus just going to go for a drink real quick. Alright, Scrub Killa just wrote to me, "Are you ready for this pop-off?" Alright. I'm ready. I'm gonna say. Oh wait, okay. I was going to say, I hope that Florus is actually back, as they both tried to get into the team at the same time. Florus was second there to join the orange team, and he respectfully concedes that team to Scrub. Scrub Killa thinks this is his game. He thinks that this is one where he's going to pop off. Is he going to be right? Or can Florus keep up the momentum from game 4? Air roll volley from the midfield. Draws one save out of Scrub. Florus doing his best Scrub impression here. He doesn't back off at all. He turns really early and keeps the pressure on. This is exactly the kind of playstyle that Scrub has been utilizing against Florus, but Florus double crossbar in a row. Either of those shots could have been on target if he played them correctly. Does he have enough boost to track back here? Yes, he does, but Scrub Killa almost dunks it in. Florus has to be careful. If he's going to make some playstyle adaptations, he better hit his shots, and Scrub Killa is the one who's going to get the first goal. Cheeky little bump here. That's really smart by Scrub. Florus was not looking for the bump at all. It was just Scrub, and Florus says, "I hate you so much, Lamau." Nice shot. He did not expect the bump there by Scrub. Of course, if you are in a situation where both you and your opponent are both you're looking at each other, you need to dodge for the bump. There's another crossbar by Florus. Oh no, 3 crossbars in the first minute. Any of those shots could have been goals if he just had better accuracy. It's the same problem that Scrub had at the start of game 4. Any pros that use super close camera settings? Not that I know of. Good save by Florus. There's been very few, like, just complete kickoff goals. Good save again. But still such a difficult position. Scrub Killa going for the rebound, and he's been succeeding with these all series. He's got so much confidence here because he knows Florus has almost no boost. And Florus turning there to get the 12 boost. Might have had a save if he didn't double jump there. He almost hit that with the pre-jump. Scrub's so accurate with these close range rebounds though. He might go for another one. He's going to instead fake the air dribble and get the aerial demo. Oh my word, Scrub Killa with a huge play. He's already bumped Florus once from the ground. Now he's done it from the air. As Florus just gets completely obliterated by the most savage goal I've seen in a long time. Oh no, Florus has probably had a controller issue here because he's not moving. It's obviously in his own best interests to be moving when he's losing 4-0. Yep, Florus is disconnected. I'll see if I can get him back in ASAP. He got a runtime error. Oh dear. That's weird. That is extremely strange. He just had a complete crash. Well, he got the big red X and the game closed. Well, hopefully we can get him back in here pretty soon. That is really unfortunate. We'll try and remake that game. Alright, Scrub, score. So Scrub, I'm telling Scrub to score one more on 325. You better hurry up. He's trying to backwards dribble this in. He's not going to get it though. There's no way. And Florus has joined the party. He should be able to get in. There we go. Right. Yay! Pretty good. Pretty good. So Florus is back. He's fixed all his settings. We're at the exact same time. Well, roughly the same time. And exactly the same score. 1 second off. Close enough, boys. Close enough. We just wanted to try and make it as fair as possible because it's Florus who was the player who was in trouble there with that disconnect from him. Scrub Killa is making this so hard. Is Florus going to be able to get a save? He's getting reversed out of his own goal. What did we just see? Scrub Killa just backed up into Florus and moved him out the goal. Florus thought I was supposed to be scoring. Oh, he was confused. Well, it was Florus, you were losing 4-0, mate. he's completely got bamboozled. Maybe I didn't explain very well to Florus what was happening, but we did reset the lobby to the exact situation which he was disconnected in. And he's managed to get all of his settings back to what they were, but he's not having any more luck with or without them, because 6-0 is now the task that he has to come back from. Going to Halloween update, I think it's in 1 hour or something. But now we need to see, can Florus make a comeback? He's been doing okay when he's been ahead, and when he's been able to stay close to Scrub in score. He's looked absolutely fine. He's looked in the game at, you know, large portions of a few of the games. He's even looked like the favourite. But the one other game where this happened, he just completely capitulated. Never looked like he was going to come back. And unfortunately for him, it's looking like a repeat of that. You can't just give away 2 games for free in a best of 7 and expect to win against a world-class player like Scrub. So what is he going to do? What is his shot selection going to look like? Right now he's just got to run away from Scrub, who was looking for the demo. Not a good landing there by Florus, and he's going to get punished for this one as well. Got to say that Florus's possession when he is behind is just not looking as calculated as his possession when he's in front. He's very, very, you know, slow moving. Well, not necessarily slow moving, but very calculated movements when he's ahead. Making sure not to give the ball away for free. Making sure not to overcommit. But when he's been behind, he's trying a little bit too hard, I think, to get on the comeback trail. He's moving around with much more urgency. Because, of course, there is a little bit more urgency due to the scoreline, but you gotta remember there is a long time left in the game, and you don't need to be worrying until the clock is getting close to the 0 mark. A mind game by Florus has almost worked out. Scrub Killa does shut the door on the only angle that Florus could have scored through. It just doesn't look like Scrub is ever going to concede when he is ahead by this much, and if you're Florus, he's got to find a way to stop Scrub once Scrub starts popping off like this. Scrub actually did predict the pop off. He said, "You ready for this?" And he got a couple of nasty bump goals, one from the ground, one from the air, one going backwards. Again, Florus struggling with his power shots. Same problems are facing this young man. That's a decent challenge though, and he's managed to get one past Scrub. Finally, Florus is on the score sheet. It isn't over yet, but 1 minute and 6 seconds to score 7 goals is going to be really, really tough. He needs 1 goal every single kickoff possession. He has to win the possession off most kickoffs as well. And that's not going to be a good start. He's got the possession, he's got the boost, but he needs goals right now. Well, he might be able to get one here. Jumps over Scrub's bump attempt, but he's just taking a bit too long, and I think he might have just given up, in fact, on the comeback. But maybe not just yet. I thought with this cheeky little power slide that he was just, going to start showboating. But he recovered into a decent transition towards Scrub's goal. It's a shame that he's not been able to win kickoffs like this when in closer games. Because Scrub has been the one who's, I think, had the majority of possession after kickoffs in the games that have gone quite close. If nothing else, at least this is a good start on building up some momentum for Florus. What a save here by Scrub as well, as he accidentally dodges right past the ball. FM Loris. Hold on, maybe there's a chance. This isn't over just yet. With these rapid kickoff goals and the fact that he's won possession 3 kickoffs in a row, maybe there's a chance here. Just maybe. He needs to win every possession on every kickoff, because we've seen what happens in 20 seconds remaining on game 1 when Scrub got the kickoff to bounce towards his corner. Florus correctly goes for a shot there, but he doesn't hit it, and that's going to be game. It was smart for Florus to go for that shot though. He needed to quickly score and then get on another kickoff possession. But with that, it is going to be 3-2 in favour of Scrub. And I think I can just change the score now, can't I? Because this is a mathematical impossibility. The only way that Florus can win now is if Scrub disconnects and he scores 4 kickoff goals directly into the net. You're a diamond, just got it. You're a diamond? What do you mean you're a diamond? You're not a diamond in my chat. If you're a diamond in Rocket League, congrats on the rank up, mate. Now, Florus, he's done pretty well in 3 out of the 5 games. And then in 2 of them, he's done very badly. And unfortunately, he has to up his ratio to better than 60%. He has to do 100% good games from this point onwards. So far it's been 60% good games. And the 2 games that Scrub has started off going up 3 and 4-0 in the first minute, they've just never looked like Florus has had a chance to come back. Good bump onto Scrub. He's secured boost for himself with that. And now he's just going to glue the ball to the side of his car with a fast turn. Florus going to test Scrub's shadowing yet again. That's a great volley as Florus tracks this one in the air. The good old flick and then follow up by Florus. He's right back into the air. Good shot as well. That would have been really tough to save, even if Scrub was better positioned than he was in that iteration. This is exactly what Florus needs. The other problem for Florus is that this series has gone back and forward. Great pre-jump save though. The series has gone back and forward. I believe that Scrub has won every odd-numbered game, which is not good if you're 3-2 down in game 6 and your name is Florus. Look at this shot by Scrub. This time he does wait for the bounce. VaderX85, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day today. Has Scrub just tied it with this? Yes, he has. No time wasted. Oh, never mind. No, sorry, I thought Florus was up by 2. It's only 1. So that is in fact going to take the lead for Scrub. A very Lethamyr-esque kickoff goal there. The ball popping up high, not really sending either car flying very far. Venice10, thank you for your Twitch Prime sub as well. Thank you so much, as always, for all the support, guys. Delayed volley does bring out a great save from Scrub. Florus trying to dodge through the ball and the boost. He only gets the first off those 2 things. And now he's on the receiving end of more savagery from Scrub. And is this the end? This looks like a tilted Rocket League with car if I've ever seen one. As after these bumps, Florus just sits there. That is, he just looks away. That is tilt right there. I guarantee it.
How come I can donate money only to Johnny, but not to the prize money for the players?
Well, you can donate to the prize money for the players. You just have to specify in a donation that that's what the money is. Thanks for the 333 anyway, always potato. Thanks very much. It's not so much that I stopped doing those prize pool streams. It's just that with more prize money going into Rocket League tournaments, those I think people were just less inspired to start their own prize pool trains. I didn't, put an end to them or anything. Of course, it's not my call as well to tell people what to do with their money. So it is what it is. It's a decent volley by Florus. At least he's forced Scrub to jump to save that, which is important. Scrub loves to try to catch the ball in his own goal line when he can. Look at the clear though by Scrub. He's giving himself ample time to secure boost before Florus' next attack. This time his early challenge has worked out really well. Florus, I think, needs to be a bit more careful. He's conceding possession quite a lot this game by just sort of clearing the ball towards the midfield, opposite the side of the field, or opposite the corner that he's starting off in. Like right there, he starts off in the back right corner as he's looking at the field. And let's say Scrub was pressuring him from on the ground. If he just passes the ball to the mid left boost, again, as he's looking at the field, he's going to get beat to it. In any situation where he runs to get his back left boost on the way to the ball. And that's been happening quite a lot. He's going across his own goal, collecting the boost, and then hoping to meet the ball on the far side of the field. But it only works if your opponent doesn't, take the hypotenuse and beat you to it, which is exactly what Scrub has been doing. Florus has to be careful. That was a ridiculous volley, though. Florus is saying the kickoffs are just brutalizing him, but with volleys like that, it's always going to be tough to stop Scrub, who's again gone one up on Florus. Completely reading his mind in terms of midfield pathing, and he's read his mind again. Maybe he spotted that challenge as it came in.
Have you ever seen Ballymore, Johnny?
I have. Not in person, but I've seen the show. Not for a while though. I don't remember anything about the show apart from there was coloured buildings and there was some sort of story, but thanks Tormod 15. Tournament 15 if it's the Scottish pronunciation. For the 500 shares, very much appreciated. Right as I was complimenting Scrub for a great challenge, he beamed a rebound, giving Florus an equalizer. But it's all well in the world. Scrub's diagonal kickoff is scoring goals. Nothing to see here. That's your hometown? No way. Where is Ballymorey? Is it in Ireland? Is it north of Scotland? I don't know where it is. Is it in Shetland or something? Is some weird place like that? You love the new vid. Glad you like it, man. I've been wanting to do that video for a while, just to show off some of the lesser known decals in Rocket League. Because there are some gems out there. Some of them are particularly good with one color, some of them are better good in any color. We're seeing a game that is pretty similar to game 1 here, where Scrub is in the lead, but Florus is staying close, which is good to see. Florus has not just given up and started losing by 5, 6, or even 7 or more goals, like he did in game, was it 3 and 5? He really is struggling to match Scrub's physical game. That is the biggest problem for him here. Scrub just putting the ball in an awkward place, and this time Florus reads the bump. It's been happening so much. He's been getting clattered around the field by Scrub, and finally he manages to spot it happening before it occurs. So well played by Florus. He backed up, avoided the demo attempt. Yes, it is best of 7. Trotteners, thanks for the Prime sub. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. Or night, wherever you are. Best of 20, yeah, that makes sense. Totally makes sense. Scrub did get the flip reset. Can he utilize it to effect? He can, in fact, put it into an awkward position. Florus can't save it. Florus may have had too much respect here for Scrub's ceiling shot. And double jumps past the ball. That is a disaster. He's been playing one of the best series I've ever seen from him in goal. In terms of goalkeeping alone, this is one of the most impressive series I've seen Florus play. It's forcing Scrub to go for lots of bumps and early challenges in the midfield to try and attack an empty net. But Florus drops the ball at a really key moment there to allow Scrub the 7th goal. Very ambitious block though by Scrub. Coming in sideways to go for interception is almost never a good idea in 1v1. Unless you think you have a really big boost advantage. Flip reset again for Scrub. This worked for him last time, and it's going to work again. This is so deadly. This time it was a much harder shot to stop. Scrub Killa is already coming down from the ceiling before Florus even has the back boost in his possession. And that is a really tough one to stop. Scrub Killa bringing some real consistency to the game with these ceiling shots. Florus is scrambling yet again. It's inside the final minute. This is it. It's now or never for Florus, and his aerial is looking a little bit offline. But wait, has Scrub got the rebound? Yes, he does, and the boost as well. Quick transition from defense to counter-attack by Scrub, and he's got the wall bump onto Florus. Steals the boost with a wave dash. This might be game. 2-goal deficit. Scrub has the boost steal rotation going. Florus needs to somehow take the ball and then score the ball, and with Scrub again bumping him on his own goal line, it just isn't going to happen. Scrub Killa, he's done this before the series. He just flies past the ball and lands on Florus, and again Florus is accidentally double jumped. It's a shame to see Florus with a couple of double jump misplays in goal at the end here, but the pressure that Scrub is putting him under is just immense. He's consistently coming off the ceiling, making it as hard as possible for Florus to read what he's doing. And it's just going to be too little too late for any comeback to start. Florus does drop 4-2 against his nemesis Scrub Killa, who he still has not found an answer to in a series. There were glimmers of hope though for Florus. It's not all bad. He just needs to maybe to work on his shooting accuracy, get those bar down shots. There was a game, I think it was game 5, where he started off with 3 crossbars in a row, and that's just not good enough against Scrub Killa. You've got to get your bar down shots working to put Scrub under pressure, because if Scrub isn't afraid of your shoots, because they're all going into the crossbar, then he's just going to start picking up free goals without even being forced to pre-jump. But that is it for Florus vs Scrub. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm going to be probably uploading that to YouTube tomorrow if you're watching this live, so you can catch anything that you missed on YouTube. Now, Florus, he's done pretty well in 3 out of the 5 games, and then in 2 of them, he's done very badly. And unfortunately, he has to up his ratio to better than 60%. He has to do 100% good games from this point onwards. So far it's been 60% good games. And the 2 games that Scrub has started off going up 3 and 4-0 in the first minute, they've just never looked like Florus has had a chance to come back. Good bump onto Scrub. He's secured boost for himself with that. And now he's just going to glue the ball to the side of his car with a fast turn. Florus going to test Scrub's shadowing yet again. That's a great volley as Florus tracks this one in the air. The good old flick and then follow up by Florus. He's right back into the air. Good shot as well. That would have been really tough to save, even if Scrub was better positioned than he was in that iteration. This is exactly what Florus needs. The other problem for Florus is that this series has gone back and forward. Great pre-jump save though. The series has gone back and forward. I believe that Scrub has won every odd-numbered game, which is not good if you're 3-2 down in game 6 and your name is Florus. Look at this shot by Scrub. This time he does wait for the bounce. VaderX85, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day today. Has Scrub just tied it with this? Yes, he has. No time wasted. Oh, never mind. No, sorry, I thought Florus was up by 2. It's only 1. So that is in fact going to take the lead for Scrub. A very Lethamyr-esque kickoff goal there. With the ball popping up high. Not really sending either car flying very far. Venice10, thank you for your Twitch Prime sub as well. Thank you so much, as always, for all the support, guys. Delayed volley does bring out a great save from Scrub. Florus trying to dodge through the ball and the boost. He only gets the first off those 2 things. And now he's on the receiving end of more savagery from Scrub. And is this the end? This looks like a tilted Rocket League with car if I've ever seen one. As after these bumps, Florus just sits there. That is, he just looks away. That is tilt right there. I guarantee it.
How come I can donate money only to Johnny, but not to the prize money for the players?
Well, you can donate to the prize money for the players. You just have to specify in a donation that that's what the money is. Thanks for the 333 anyway. Always potato. Thanks very much. It's not so much that I stopped doing those prize pool streams. It's just that with more prize money going into Rocket League tournaments, those I think people were just less inspired to start their own prize pool trains. I didn't, put an end to them or anything. Of course, it's not my call as well to tell people what to do with their money. So it is what it is. It's a decent volley by Florus. At least he's forced Scrub to jump to save that, which is important. Scrub loves to try to catch the ball in his own goal line when he can. Look at the clear though by Scrub. He's giving himself ample time to secure boost before Florus' next attack. This time his early challenge has worked out really well. Florus, I think, needs to be a bit more careful. He's conceding possession quite a lot this game by just sort of clearing the ball towards the midfield, opposite the side of the field, or opposite the corner that he's starting off in. Like right there, he starts off in the back right corner as he's looking at the field. And let's say Scrub was pressuring him from on the ground. If he just passes the ball to the mid left boost, again, as he's looking at the field, he's going to get beat to it. In any situation where he runs to get his back left boost on the way to the ball. And that's been happening quite a lot. He's going across his own goal, collecting the boost, and then hoping to meet the ball on the far side of the field. But it only works if your opponent doesn't, take the hypotenuse and beat you to it, which is exactly what Scrub has been doing. Florus has to be careful. That was a ridiculous volley, though. Florus is saying the kickoffs are just brutalizing him, but with volleys like that, it's always going to be tough to stop Scrub, who's again gone one up on Florus. completely reading his mind in terms of midfield pathing, and he's read his mind again. He just maybe he spotted that challenge as it came in.
Balamory, Johnny?
I have. Never, not in person, but I've seen the show. Not for a while though. I don't remember anything about the show apart from there was coloured buildings and there was some sort of story. But thanks Tormod15, Tonomod15 if it's a Scottish pronunciation, for the 500 shares. Very much appreciated. Right as I was complimenting Scrub for a great challenge, he beamed a rebound, giving Florus an equaliser. But it's all well in the world. Scrub's diagonal kickoff is scoring goals. Nothing to see here. That's your hometown? No way. Where is Balamory? Is it in Ireland? Is it north of Scotland? I don't know where it is. Is it in Shetland or something? Is some weird place like that? You love the new vid. Glad you like it, man. I've been wanting to do that video for a while, just to show off some of the lesser known decals in Rocket League. Because there are some gems out there. Some of them are particularly good with one colour, some of them are better in, or you know, good in any colour. We're seeing a game that is pretty similar to game 1 here, where Scrub is in the lead, but Florus is staying close, which is good to see. Florus has not just given up and started losing by 5, 6 or even 7 or more goals like he did in game, was it 3 and 5? He really is struggling to match Scrub's physical game. That is the biggest problem for him here. Scrub just putting the ball in an awkward place, and this time Florus reads the bump. It's been happening so much. He's been getting clattered around the field by Scrub, and finally he manages to spot it happening before it occurs. So well played by Florus. He backed up, avoided the demo attempt. Yes, it is best of 7. Trotters, thanks for the prime sub. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. Or night, wherever you are. Best of 20, yeah, that makes sense. Totally makes sense. Scrub did get the flip reset. Can he utilize it to effect? He can, in fact, put it into an awkward position. Florus can't save it. Florus may have had too much respect here for Scrub's ceiling shot. And double jumps past the ball. That is a disaster. He's been playing one of the best series I've ever seen from him in goal. In terms of goalkeeping alone, this is one of the most impressive series I've seen Florus play. It's forcing Scrub to go for lots of bumps and early challenges in the midfield to try and attack an empty net. But Florus drops the ball at a really key moment there to allow Scrub the 7th goal. Very ambitious block though by Scrub. Coming in sideways to go for interception is almost never a good idea in 1v1. Unless you think you have a really big boost advantage. Flip reset again for Scrub. This worked for him last time, and it's going to work again. This is so deadly. This time it was a much harder shot to stop. Scrub Killa is already coming down from the ceiling before Florus even has the back boost in his possession. And that is a really tough one to stop. Scrub Killa bringing some real consistency to the game with these ceiling shots. Florus is scrambling yet again. It's inside the final minute. This is it. It's now or never for Florus, and his aerial is looking a little bit offline. But wait, has Scrub got the rebound? Yes, he does, and the boost as well. Quick transition from defense to counter-attack by Scrub, and he's got the wall bump onto Florus. Steals the boost with a wave dash. This might be game. 2-goal deficit. Scrub has the boost steal rotation going. Florus needs to somehow take the ball and then score the ball, and with Scrub again bumping him on his own goal line, it just isn't going to happen. Scrub Killa, he's done this before the series. He just flies past the ball and lands on Florus, and again Florus is accidentally double jumped. It's a shame to see Florus with a couple of double jump misplays in goal at the end here, but the pressure that Scrub is putting him under is just immense. He's consistently coming off the ceiling, making it as hard as possible for Florus to read what he's doing. And it's just going to be too little too late for any comeback to start. Florus does drop 4-2 against his nemesis Scrub Killa, who he still has not found an answer to in a series.